Good to go. All right. Welcome, everybody. Appreciate everybody being here at our December 22nd, 2023 Madison County Fiscal Court meeting. This is a special call meeting here at the Courthouse Annex, 135 West Main Street, here on the third floor in the Madison room. It is 12:01, so I'd like to call this meeting to order. Clerk Barge.
West Irvin Street.
What did I say?
Main Street.
Sorry, West Irvin Street.
Just one block off.
Yeah.
I will
Just
people
about-
think we're in a different conspicuous
just about 100
location.
yards off. Sorry, 135 West Irvin Street. Call the roll, please.
Master Combs?
Here.
Master Lockmuller?
Here.
Master
Hughes.
Bodkin? Is it
Present.
Hughes?
Present. Here.
All right.
We're all here.
I don't have my sheet.
All right, so we only have one order of business today, and it is a personnel hire. It'll be to replace Morgan's position as a HR director. Jill?
Yes, this is for the hiring recommendation of Ryan Wade as the Director of Human Resources. The interview committee consisted of myself, Robin Fain, and Mindy Blair, who is a Vice President at Baptist Health Richmond. And we're proposing his hire. He will be effective January 3rd.
And just to add to that, I appreciate y'all being able to come in. We really wanted to try to have the opportunity for this individual to work with Morgan for her last week or so. We're actually going to get a little bit more than a week
About a week and a half.
of them working together. So that's why we called it a special call meeting.
Did you get many applicants?
We did. We probably had, I'd say, 15 to 20 applicants, some very, very qualified applicants, some very not qualified applicants. We interviewed we extended interview opportunities to 8 individuals. We interviewed 5 that accepted. We had 2 that actually dropped out from their interview. Some of that just personal things of that nature, but we had 5 that varied in their experience. Ryan has about 10 years, a little over 10 years of HR administrative experience. He's a military veteran.
Lives in Waco.
He lives in Waco, so he's your constituent
Where
actually.
at Waco?
Ida Green Road. I had to look it up on a map because that was not one I was.
Dreyfus.
Yes, Dreyfus.
I wasn't familiar with where that was, so I had to look it up. But
Where's he currently now?
he currently works for Garda World, which is kind of like a security, like Brinks that
Oh, they deliver money.
deliver money. And so he is actually over, I think, 5 states. He's operations and HR manager. He's based in Lexington, but he has Kentucky, Tennessee, Ohio, Virginia, and West Virginia, I believe, that he has operations over all of. And so he manages pretty large staff of both inside and outside personnel.
How long has he been in that position?
I think he's been in that position for 5 years. I might have to pull this.
One thing that impressed me is Jill told me, if I don't say this right, Jill, you just correct me, but
She will.
yeah, I know she will.
She already has one.
Yeah. So when they called and he accepted our offer, whatever, that he was really excited. He said, "Would you go ahead and send me the admin code? I'd like to start reading." And so I mean that's some initiative, right? I mean.
And he has already passed his drug screen and for employment background check and everything as well. He is also SHRM certified in HR, so that's a credential that's very worthy and pretty difficult to get. So that's impressive as well.
So what was his reason for applying here and leaving?
He obviously the opportunity to work here in Madison County and not commute is always a
Big plus.
big plus. He self-proclaimed he was a father and a husband first, and I think those things are important to him. But also, he right now in his current role, he has HR responsibilities as well as operations responsibilities, and he would like to get into being a HR only. That's where his passion's at. That's what he likes to do. He
That's
loves
got to include some travel too, moving
Yeah.
across.
And
5
I
states.
think his hours, a little work-life balance, I think is also something that he definitely in his interview talked about. So when we talked about, the job and working hours and said, we do have 24/7 departments here. So occasionally you'll get a call after hours and and he's working about 12 hours at a time now, at least. So I think a little work-life balance, being closer to home, but mostly getting into solely HR instead of being operations and HR. He oversees all the drivers. He's done a lot of recruitment for CDLs because they and that was honestly attractive in his interview that he had that experience and how they recruited CDL drivers. And I said, well, if you've got some good ones, you can bring them with you.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure those, I didn't think about that, but
Yeah.
I'm sure those armored cars or whatever, you gotta have CDLs.
They're over 26,000.
Half of them, he said, I think it was about half of his armored car vehicles that have to be, depends on how many stops they have and that sort of stuff.
They're all CDLB, aren't they? 'Cause that's all the road.
Yep, yeah, because we're just single axle with air brakes.
I'm trying to think what other. He was very impressive in his interview. Unanimously, we all felt like he was definitely the best fit. And you know, we had people with more experience even than him, but that just probably weren't the right cultural fit or the right fit. So I'm excited.
Sounds like a pretty good deal. I'll make a motion.
Second.
I have a motion and a second. Any other discussion? Hearing none. Call the roll.
Master Combs?
Yes.
Master Lockmuller?
Yes.
Master Hughes?
Yes.
Master Bakker?
Yes.
Judge Taylor?
Yes. All right, I need a motion and a second to adjourn.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor, please say saying aye. Any opposed? Meeting's adjourned.